Welcome back to another Robinson and Robinson. Actually, I did a game show earlier today and I forgot we did a complete rehash. We have a new name. I got the paperwork into my boy Cy up here. Myrick still got his coming back. If you remember, he got a cease and desist. So we're working out some stuff before he before he stops his litigation. He won't sign the paperwork, but he did say we can officially change it to R.S.B. That stands for Robinson Sean Bell. It's really complicated, aka they have no idea. I've also that means real sports brothers. So they are learning now that I put that all together, and they've got no paperwork in. We're working on the fly, and as friends that have known me this long, that's how I've been doing anyway. So we all just agree.
We just agreed. Yep.
All right, all right, all right. Sign, seal,
That's slick.
deliver.
Slick how you did that too.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
I
yeah.
do.
Slide
That's what
that
I
right
do. I'm
in.
not a shyster because I don't like violence, but I've got some shyster in me. All right. We're gonna jump right in it with the boxing. Canelo and Crawford. Myrick, you want to jump right out there with what you thought? You got
I
first
think.
four. You take first four. Cy, you take next eight. I'll jump in at the end. My bad.
All right. Um, uh, Fight went as I thought it would go. I Crawford didn't. He looked calm the whole fight. Didn't look like he was in trouble. He had a game plan, and he came out there and stuck to it. And around round seven is when I felt like it turned, and Crawford was finding the shots. You could see Canelo get visibly frustrated, which I haven't seen in a long time. I haven't seen that in a long time. But he
Since
was
Floyd
visibly,
Mayweather and he hated.
yeah, and I got something for that at the end. But he wasn't frustrated. I mean he hasn't been that. I haven't seen him that frustrated in a long time. Um, Props to Crawford. Yeah, at the end, the announcers were saying he's a goat of our era. I totally agree. He's
Mm,
the goat of this era.
mm.
Um, I don't see if he does come to fight out, if he fight at whatever weight he fights at, I don't see that there's any competition that could give him. Yeah, I don't think there's a style a fighter has right now that gives him a problem.
Question, real quick. I wanna piggyback off that before we jump to sign his. So we need to actually. You know what? I'm not gonna do that. You good on your assessment of the fight, kind of Mark?
Yeah,
All right, Cy. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna jump on this goat stuff because I don't know. We're ignoring 20 fights with a little more name than the other guy. Go ahead, Cy.
So he was calm. He did. I thought he would take him out. Really. I bet for a TKO. Um, so it went kind of how I expected. Except for the knockdown or anything like that. But he his counter, he was ready. He was ready for everything.
Yeah,
Anything Canelo had for him, he gave two back or three back. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
We heard Floyd say Canelo's easy, and I think
AKA prom date.
Crawford, yeah, I think Crawford, you know, just went right off of that, and he had a plan, and what I mean, he had probably talked to Floyd a little bit, and um, he just executed anything he wanted to do. I think he could have got more aggressive, but he didn't want to open himself up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
Because he knew he had to fight. You know, um, he stood right in the middle when people said, "Okay, what's going to happen when he starts getting back down or Canelo gets aggressive?" He stood right in the middle. He said, "You can get it any way. You know what I mean? You want
hmm,
Mm.
it."
yep.
Yeah,
He gave him a little taste of it, and then
yeah.
he backed up a little bit. He didn't let it become a brawl, but yeah,
Did anybody feel? Did
I
anybody
was
feel like
impressed.
he looked physically bigger? I felt like he looked a little more toned than normal. I don't feel like he was, but Crawford's not complete skinny guy, but I thought he looked a
No.
little more little bigger than usual.
He's a little bigger, a little
Yeah,
bigger. Back, shoulders a little bit wider.
yeah,
Like I said, he was the he was the to me
Right.
he brought the fight to Canelo, and like Silas said, he's like any I'll fight off the ropes. I'll fight you in the middle.
Yep.
I can adapt to whatever you're trying to do. Let's get
I
it.
agree. I agree.
And he carries the weight. It seems like his body can take that. Like
Mhm.
he looked natural. He carried that weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he looked
Yeah.
like he was. It didn't look like, oh man, this is a guy who went up. And he came in skinny because he couldn't carry the weight or whatever.
Hmm.
His body took it, and yeah,
I agree. I can't add a lot to that. My assessment's similar. Um, as I was watching it, Crawford controlled the fight without it being, shocking. You know what I mean? And I was a little shocked at both of them because I also didn't think anybody would go down, but I did say if they did, I thought it'd be Canelo. And Canelo, it was strange to me because after the sixth round, for just my vision, Canelo was landing visually harder punches without them doing anything to Crawford as far as his reaction.
Hmm.
Crawford started after sixth round to me is like he'd shoe shine him sometimes where it was just his hands were going and there was nothing behind it. And then every now and then he'd shoe shine him and land the two of the four, and they were digging shots, but it was mostly the body is where he was hitting him or the straights. The biggest one was, of course, the shock counter where he tried to knock his hand down, where he did to Floyd, and he came over the top of that. That was the biggest one that I saw Crawford do, and just like that, he backed Canelo up sometimes. Like at least after sixth round, for me, I definitely noticed there was at least two or three times. But I thought it was what you said, Sai. It was more out of frustration. I don't think that big punch that they kept showing even hurt him at all. I think it was more like, dang, that don't work either. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But I
Hmm.
still can say the same thing about Canelo in the sense of, well, Crawford was just straight eating a couple hard punches. Literally, like he just hit him and he just take a step forward. And I'm like, wow. Which still went into my mind. I was like, this is a dude who, when he was young, liked fighting. You just put pillows on my hand, all right. Hitting the face just ain't that bad to some guys. You know
right,
what I mean?
right.
So the bottom line is, it was a very good fight. Uh, Without it being just a what they call slobber knocker or something, to
Yeah.
be as old as we
Yeah.
are. But it was a solid fight. I was happy what came away from it. If anything, I'm sad that man. Hopefully it's closer to 30, but 10 mil for another cat getting 100 mil. That just when you're is equal on equal footing. Yes, like we can get into the draw thing, but that's I ain't gonna get into those formalities. But Mister, if you catch me at that, if we're saying GOAT, you're just meaning that weight class, correct?
Hmm. No. No.
So
No.
just to almost fall into a kind of LeBron Jordan, how does he jump Canelo by? He didn't survive. He simply lost. We played checkers and you had one more checker. All you did was beat me. You know what I'm saying? We ran out of time on jumping jacks, like, and so you had a couple more. Like, nobody was hurt. Nobody was even damaged, and I've got 20 more actual fights. And my resume against yours is laughable. Even your boy Kellerman, who was slobbering all over Canelo all night, even admitted himself his resume doesn't even add up. And because you beat a dude only by winning, you jump me? You jump me?
Is that a Crawford thing or is that a boxing thing that his resume doesn't stand up?
It's a both thing because we know there's two sides of boxing that you can do. Once I get a name, unless I've signed some kind of pimp lifetime contract, I can always say I want to do this on my own, like the dude who signed with Nike, who's Ward, or somebody, somebody like that. And granted, you may or Tarver, you may not always get what you want, but at the same time, you come back and you say I'm a made man. So you're not gonna sit in Nebraska smacking people up and then letting the man just say who you can fight and when you can fight him. I won't do that.
10 out of 10 times they fight, who wins?
I don't know that. I really don't know that.
10
Ideally,
out of
yes.
10.
I'm in a quandary because of what I just saw. He's got Canelo figured out because I can just fight you. and Canelo, who's trying to figure out a sweet science how to counter some stuff that he just doesn't. It turns out he just doesn't have enough toolbox. Okay, once again, he's never gonna get knocked out. He's just gonna lose the fight. So that still gives you it's still scoreboard. I mean, I hear you over there on Philadelphia Eagles. It's still scoreboard, but I just don't care. You took my girlfriend. I didn't
I
want her. She still
I
calls me.
it's I made notes.
Side chip
So,
in while he's checking
yeah,
his
No,
goat
yeah.
notes.
I was gonna say you clarify it for the people that are listening. What y'all saying, right? When you say goat, what are we saying? Like,
That's
you
the
know what I
greatest of
mean?
all time for this era. That's what he said. So 10 to 15 year era, just
Yeah,
10 years.
yeah. We'll go 10.
Just
We'll go 10. I there's nobody, that I don't think you guys can name a fighter that you can put up against him and say he's gonna give him a problem.
well, actually, we could. I could bastardize the conversation and say heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? Or I could put him in a track match with a bantamweight and say, hey, he's never gonna catch you. And you have this small fly like waspy dude just stinging you with slaps,
I,
and then you lose by default. So hey, I can play. I can play.
Right, right. I mean, and that's why when you asked about weight class, and that's why I look because I'm like, man, it's to me, it's always Floyd. Floyd's always the answer for me.
Yeah.
When you say go back 10 years,
yeah, I it was Floyd, but this performance. Let me see. So I put back in
ESPN had for
back
pound
in.
has Usyk, and I don't even know who Inyo is. He's a featherweight. They've got him over the pound for pound. Crawford is third.
Let me see. So back in 2013,
Okay.
that's how far we'll go back.
Okay.
Canelo was 23 years old. He was still developing his ring IQ, getting his footwork right. He
Mhm.
wasn't that big of a defensive fighter when he fought Mayweather.
Okay.
Experience gap. Mayweather was already 36. He had 40 plus fights. He was already a master of what he did. Um, I don't. Canelo never faced anybody with Mayweather's blend of speed, timing, and footwork. Catch weight effect. Cutting to 152. It did drain Canelo. I'll say that drained Canelo. He didn't have that pop on his punch. Um, and this is all me saying this is why I applaud Crawford, because Crawford, he went up. He's like, I'm going to take what you have. I want what you have. I don't care about what weight I got to go to. I'm going to go do it. With Floyd, he was always something. You got to come to me because I'm the A side. That was his word. I'm the A side. I'm this. I'm that.
Which is
But what I
true.
see with Crawford, with Crawford, I'll go, hey, I'm so hungry. I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna take the risk. I'm gonna take the lower purse. So I to me, he jumped Floyd because he went up and he's fighting a Canelo at his best, at with unstoppable Canelo. Nobody's stopped Canelo.
Wait. Are both of these guys, because it was discussed in the ring, are both of these guys closer to retirement or they're closer to
Retirement.
their
They're
peak?
both they're both closer to retirement.
So I I
right?
I don't hear that statement technically.
I
Listen,
think I think I feel like Mayweather picked the fight because he knew he couldn't beat him, a 33-year-old Canelo versus a 23-year-old Canelo. I think he did. I think he did. He did the same thing with Pacquiao. I
there's a
don't think he
4 year
can beat.
difference. Wait. Hold on. I need to hear this out loud. I don't even know, dude. I'm telling you right now. You sidetrack
No,
the
I'm
show.
not trying to take anything away from Floyd, which I guess I
Can you
am.
can you say it?
I'm trying to take his goatness. Like, okay, I can. Why I've been watching boxing since the '80s,
That's
and
fine. Okay, real quick. Picking and choosing. At first, it was done by your handlers, and eventually some boxers were able to do it. picking and choosing, man, that happens. And a lot of Floyd's worst was basically a 4 year gap. And we can make the high school comparison. It's rare that a freshman beats a senior, but it's not improbable. It's just, yes, I don't feel like it's going to be on average. A 14-year-old is going to really mess with essentially what you're now a man. So that's cool. But we just pointed out, to me, they're counterproductive. Okay, I was getting old, so I didn't want to fight a dude young enough. But oh, I'm old, so in 4 years, my ring skills, all my knowledge, all the things that make us slick, my head's at its best, and I'm not gone yet because we're only 4 years apart. So I'm not hearing that about Sugar. I'm not hearing that about De La Hoya and the panties. I'm not hearing about that. None of that, because that stuff is. I'm serious. Respectfully, that is extremely flawed. It's been me and you real quick. Sai, jump in there.
Yeah,
Give
jump
me
in
your
there. Jump
take
in,
on this,
So
Sal.
because that is almost blasphemy to me.
I think people punish Floyd when the athlete takes control over the business part of it. People people look down on that, right? People look down on Floyd for taking control of his business and doing what a promoter would do. If the promoters would have picked the exact same fights as Floyd, they it'd be a different conversation.
And
If
it could have
LeBron,
happened.
if LeBron would have got traded to Miami and didn't pick to go to Miami, it looked totally different.
Good point. Good
But
point.
he took
Good
he
take.
Yeah,
took the
I like it.
control
Yeah.
and then showed people how to do it the athlete way, and they get punished for that because
And he's not a likable
mainstream
guy.
mainstream doesn't want them being smart enough or whatever savvy enough to do it and it worked. You,
Hmm.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You're
So
not
I
doing it the
think
way they always do it.
right. They wanted the Celtic way. Well, yeah, we had 9 Hall of Famers, but we they didn't pick to come here. We traded for them. You still had 9 Hall of Famers, bro.
Red
You
Auerbach,
know what I mean?
we saw those documentaries. Red Auerbach, immediately he was loading the boxes. They got to cheat back then because those other people didn't have money. They didn't believe in the league. Cool, we'll win all the championships and get all the money y'all don't want.
Right. So when the athlete says, "Man, we can do this. I can do this. I'm smart. I'm not gonna let them, determine my future." Now they kind of get, "Oh, I can't call him the GOAT because he picks and chooses, blah blah blah." So I don't want to. I understand the argument, but
Hmm.
I still go with Floyd. I won't punish him because he was a master marketer,
Yeah.
or he got some people to dislike him
Hmm.
to bump the purse, to bump the ratings, and all of that. You know what I
And
mean?
we still can't take away the fights. They
The
still,
fight.
you know what I'm saying? You remember Above the Rim? They can't shep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You can't take what we were.
yeah,
But
yeah.
Myrick, hey, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm going to have to concede this T-shirt because mine is just the willingness to say like anything and just keep it coming back. You, sir, you be delivering the hot takes. I want to give you your props. You. I'm telling you, I think like once we get 1 million viewers, you're the antagonist. So I think the first thing for Christmas, I'm gonna tell you right now, Si, you're locked in. Because we still gonna be on. I can't get another man a crown because if anybody should wear one, it'd be me. And I know y'all feel the same. But I'm getting you one of them big hats. What's his name, McCants? I'm getting you one of them big hats. And you better start wearing some tight t-shirts because I know you work out. All right. So we are going to move on to the Chiefs debacle. Um, I'm gonna, if you don't mind, I'm gonna kick it off like soccer. I really don't. I'm almost stuck on the same takes because while it still sucks and I still don't like it, I'm still seeing the same recipe for destruction. I am still seeing a inaccurate Mahomes. I am still seeing an offensive line that Myrick pointed out is not big on run blocking, which means we are pushing people forward more than just maintaining a wall to give holes to running backs. And so the running backs are struggling. Hunt's exactly what I told people last year, but of course, one year always makes it different. He's just a sluggish dude. He's got awesome vision, he's got awesome power, but his batteries are not deep, and he just can't make explosive plays consistently or enough. And wind up toy, I mean, he just has to get going, and he does not have good vision. While he does have other tools, it's mainly in just tenacity. He reminds me, I used to call this guy, I think it was it wasn't. I don't want to call. I'm mixing up the corner. West running back Kendrick West like 3-4 years ago, something like that. I called him all arms and legs. It's just like you're just getting all this. You see this body moving, and you think something really is going on, and it's
It's not
not.
happening.
The
It's not.
receivers, once again, Pat at least did try to spread it out this time. Hey, Sai, we was asking for Noah Gray. He threw it at him several times, but obviously he must not have made it down to Texas because he wasn't hitting him. Juju's Juju. Remigio's been on the practice squad for 3 years for a reason. Hollywood's consistent. He's I don't mind Hollywood. I think when the other two get back, Hollywood's going to actually be the glue. Tyquan Thornton, I do appreciate his efforts, and he's basically mirroring MVS. So if fans were sad when MVS left, and some of the I don't want to disrespect our fans, but if some of the other people appreciate MVS, there he is again. And Travis is old, so I'm not going to gripe on him. Yes, he did drop a touchdown. But I mean, unfortunately, you know what? That's actually his MO. It's not has nothing to do with age. Travis occasionally drops balls. It's just let's just say it. He drops
Mhm.
balls. The good thing about that game for me, defense showed up. And I won't get into my take on Jalen Hurts, but the defense showed up. And if I was Denny Green, I would be pounding a table saying he's exactly who I thought he is, and it's showing every week. So before I get upset, Cy, go ahead.
So, all right. So, none of us are blaming this game on the quarterback sneak, the tush push, right?
No,
Okay. That's just been
that's part of
all.
their team.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I look at other teams and how they're using receivers and doing things with injuries and everything. And I'm like, how come they can't do it? You know what I mean? Like, I'm looking at Lamar just drop dimes to DeAndre Hopkins. Um, how come we couldn't just convince him to stay around again? You know what I mean? Or is it the system? Is it something's not clicking? You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the routes, if Andy Reid's offense is getting dated. These are things just my personal opinion. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I love Andy
it's a
Reid's
legitimate
offense.
question. You can only
Yeah, it's
reboot
been
your
around
playbook
a
so
long
many
time,
times.
but he's always had a receiving back that can stretch the
Or
defense
Mark.
and open it up in the middle. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Without that, mediocre receivers aren't getting open. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. But the running game, they got to they got to reevaluate some things. And
Yesterday,
yeah,
You cannot. This schedule does not allow you to wait for week 6. I really didn't pay attention enough. Go ahead, Mark. Or which side were
I,
you done?
oh yeah.
yeah, no, yeah. Go ahead.
Um, I'm gonna go right to what Silas speaking of when he said it. The game plan. The game plan here, and I know I've had the trade Pacheco whatever last week. Let's talk about accountability. And we all know when 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 EB was here, when Eric Bieniemy here was here, everybody griped about him in the locker room, like, oh, he's hard, he's edge, he holds us, but he held them accountable.
Yep.
It
Hot take.
doesn't seem like anybody on the offensive side of the ball is willing to come out and hold those players, all of them, top to bottom, accountable for what's going on. I he if the talent the talent hasn't dropped off that much. It's he held everybody accountable for the assignment
Is
where
Nagy
you're supposed to
upstairs?
be at. And you, huh?
Is Nagy upstairs?
Who? Matt?
Nagy. Does he sit upstairs or he's on the
He's
sideline?
always on the field with
He's
them.
he's
Okay.
He's
down
on the
there.
field
Okay.
with them. He obviously
Because
needs
I
to
ain't seen
go.
him.
He needs to go. Neither has the offense.
Yeah.
Right.
So
That's a good. That goes to your
it's
point. I ain't seen nobody. I've seen the players talk, but I haven't
no,
really see it. Go ahead.
it's an accountability piece at this point with me. It's an accountability piece. Who's gonna come in? Who's gonna come in and hold the offensive side of the ball accountable?
Right.
Go on. Go on. Go on.
I mean,
Huh?
because I saw on defense, I think they're holding each other accountable.
Oh yeah, oh
You
yeah.
know,
They're in each other's face.
Yeah.
They're arguing. There, but that's in the heat of the game.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's accountability.
Yeah.
yeah.
There's no hey we throw air pass. We throw this. Somebody drop the ball. Somebody ain't running around. Somebody ain't blocking. It's just back to the hey. Just huddle up.
And
Let's
I
go.
think teams they're not even they're letting Pat have those lanes.
Yeah, they are.
They're just
It's
letting him.
disrespectful.
Yeah, the announcers like, oh, his vision. He sees the man. They're
This
turning. So
why.
they know.
Yeah.
They know. They're just
Yeah.
like, yeah, let him get his 20-yard
You
run.
know why? Because we've been line up in shotgun 4 out of 4 times.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. And they already know once they get in there, hey, be on the sideline talking to your homies. Yeah, let them get in the red zone with that BS. See what they gonna do. Let them get in the red zone with that. Hey, we still playing that bend, but we gonna break them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Kick your
So
field goal.
what it is, it's a huge
yeah.
accountability piece missing.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I don't
That's a
know
good
where
call.
Eric is. I don't know where if Bieniemy has a job, but maybe they need to look at him as an
Bring him in as
advisor.
a
I know.
consultant. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good
Yeah,
call. Good call.
bring him in. Bring him in.
That's what's up.
Because what we got the Giants this week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Giants they'll lose the game, but they'll score some points,
Oh
right?
yeah, they're
And
gonna give him.
and they
Yeah,
might beat up Pat.
yeah.
They yeah, straight off the edge, man.
Okay, they rotating three.
But what you know is Russ is gonna throw a moon ball
Yeah.
every other play to Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Hopefully the safety's back there like Barnum and Bailey. That's the only thing I can hope for. Cause yeah, you're right. Hey, right now I'm telling you, he probably at home with Sierra with a chef hat on. Talk about Pete Carroll's trash. This is what I was trying to tell you, man. Your boy up there in Denver was holding me black. Oh, I see what you did there. You're so funny. Do you want to do my old dance thing? Nah, that's okay. Just look at my hat. Is it
Yeah.
messing up my perfectly good hair? He like his hair is like Steve Harvey 2.0. All right. So Colts. Is it Danny? Is it Danny? Is it Danny Dimes? Is it just you have a running? Are they scared of the running game? I mean, is it your boy Cy Alec Pierce scaring the hell out of him getting down the field? Is it Mr. Swiss Army Knife Tyler Warren? Is it this veteran defense that they put together? Dude, they've got everybody's old legitimate players.
Yeah.
I'm talking. You got DeForest Buckner on here.
Yep.
You got Zaire Franklin. You got our old Shakir Ward. That Kenny. No, Kenny Moore's their mainstay. Yeah,
Is
Xavier Howard.
Armstead is
Xavier Howard
Armstead
ain't that?
there?
Ain't that
Who's that?
Xavier Howard? Ain't that the wash up from Dolphins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Armstead there? Is Eric Armstead there?
I think he is.
I'm looking at the depth chart. He might be hurt there.
Okay. I thought he was.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, they got everybody's people. So anyway, uh, can they keep it up? Looking at their schedule coming up here, they've got Tennessee, which Cam Ward's out there throwing the ball from one side of the field to the other. Dude, the announcers, everybody has been so mad about these, and he said, "There was like what." Man, hey, I do this.
He does it every week.
I do
Yeah.
this. You know what I'm saying? Win, lose, or draw, I'm out here.
Rookie to rookie.
So they
Rookie
got
to rookie.
Tennessee. Let's look at their next three games. They got Tennessee, they got the Rams, and then they got the Raiders who are also fighting. If they come out of that 4-1, we coming back to it?
Oh,
Yep.
Danny's definitely starting in the line in the fan. I got him on my fantasy bench right now. He's definitely getting in the lineup. So
Don't
Uh,
worry. Don't worry. Before the end of the
I
show,
believe in
before the
I
end of the
believe
show,
in
we're gonna talk about our because I forgot we're all on the fantasy league. So we'll,
yeah
we'll we'll
yeah.
get to that. You hold your horses, sir. You hold your horses. You save your hot take because I got a hot take for you. All right. So the Cowboys debacle. For me, real quick, this is the way their defense. They've had names this whole time, but
Yep.
Jerry backed this mess because it's the same thing again. It's really, really, really bad defense. It is suspect. Oh, but the main thing is that defense. That defense is yuck and poo.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
So
mean,
is this gonna just be Jerry's? Is Jerry gonna have to eat this, or should the
yeah.
offense? Is the offense letting you down? Nah, because it was a shootout, right?
mm, hmm,
It was a
Okay.
shootout.
yep.
So
Yeah.
it's just the stink from the defense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Dak looks fine.
they could get one stop,
Yeah. Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that whole second half was just your ball, my ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're not scared of Diggs. We're going right at Diggs.
Oh, Diggs was back. Oh man. Oh,
Man,
he was back
I
there
can't
looking
blame that
foolish.
dude. Anytime you tear your
That's
legs up,
looking foolish.
you tear your legs up, it happens. I mean, so yeah, but that's bad. That's bad. Like I feel like every receiver. I swear to God, they're acting like Moss. So as soon as they say down, say height, they run like 10 yards. They just throw their hand up.
They just
And
throw
he's
it
like,
up,
"Don't
bro.
put the- why you acting like that?" And he's trailing like they. So his buddy's like, "Why you acting like that?"
And the safety's looking right at him, run toward him, and then he waits
Trash.
to turn around and run.
I can't play with paying the students. All right, so Jerry set his team on fire. Congratulations. And
Yep.
coming back to Philly. Philly is a solid team. Philly plays good defense. I don't like Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
I think it's while you do follow the model of you find a franchise quarterback and you load him up with stuff, those franchise quarterbacks are supposed to give me not just numbers, productivity. And we have a top five, supposedly just 2 years ago receiver. You can't tell me Devontae isn't legitimate. They've got two different slot receivers with Cancer Michi and
Mhm.
Dotson that they picked up from the Commanders. I didn't know all of a sudden Dallas Goddard wasn't good. I didn't notice all of a sudden
Mhm.
Saquon wasn't basically a poor man's McCaffrey, except for he doesn't quite catch the ball in the same capacity. And this dude's out here throwing for 100 yards against a defense with suspects. Say you got one good cornerback and you're mixing in a bunch of people who are flying around. They do hustle to the ball, and then a no pass rush. You saw it. We had to get the whole front line. They had people sneaking off of the bench, and Cy almost was out there too, trying to get to the quarterback, and they still barely were doing it. So it's no pass rush. He is a game manager. And because
Yeah.
he can lift all the weights, because he looks like Ebony Man of the Month, because he's got a whole woman staff backing him, he gets no hate because he's justifiably been to the Super Bowl twice in 3 years, and that's nothing to overlook. But that is a combined team effort. That team was loaded with all the veterans we all knew just 2 years
So
ago.
it's
So I
it's a
can't.
Yeah.
system. It's a system team thing
That's
with him
that's
now.
my take. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, I totally agree. I don't not like him, but it's he's I don't like when people put him up there with because with Mahomes
Allen or
or
any of them.
Josh Allen. Yeah,
Guys
Yeah.
who are going to win games,
he's
like you
not.
said, with lesser players. He's got a better
He's
receiving staff than anybody we're going to name in that top five. And he's
yep.
putting up the least amount of numbers. And I'm not going to hide behind Saquon. I'm not going to do that
Right.
because you wouldn't.
I mean, I think so. I don't think he's as good of a quarterback as like Dak or somebody like that, but he's more of a gamer. You
That's
see
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying.
saying? Like
Yeah.
you put him in a big game, he's gonna outperform Dak in a fourth quarter. He won't make the big mistake. You know what I mean? He is a
Mhm.
game manager.
Maybe early on, he did the Super Bowl drop.
Yep.
They missed
He
it.
but then he
But yes,
came back
he's
and
not going to shit the bed. Yes, I agree.
right, right. So, he is a game manager, and but he won't mess it up.
Yeah.
You're he, he's what everybody says. Oh man, if I was a quarterback of that team, I'd do this too. Well, he does it. You know what I mean? Where other people might come in and take a risk and throw a pick, or can't get away from that pressure, or they can't get that 1 yard on 4th and 1. You know what I mean? Something like that. But he's not elite.
No, he's not
He's
No.
elite.
not
I
elite.
agree. Wait, Cam caught all kind of hell earlier for
Yeah.
his
Yeah,
take.
Yeah.
And I agree. I was like, well, I don't know why I'm mad at him. He's telling the truth. It's not like he.
yeah,
The stats are here.
yeah,
Let's get. They're
Watch
right
the
here. They
game.
got next gen. Everybody can go and look at next gen.
Yeah.
yeah,
They're right here.
Yeah.
You line up your five. I'll line up this and line him up. Where does he fall within that top five? He
Exactly.
doesn't.
Yeah, and just and hide his win loss record.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
yeah.
you're like,
He's
that
just
dude's
out there
clearly not
like,
good.
man, okay, we're up 14-10. I don't need to do nothing.
Yep.
Unless we get scored on, I won't put up no
You're
stats.
right. You are
You know what I
exactly right.
mean? And
Yep. Yep.
All
somebody
right.
like Mahomes or Allen or somebody with that team, it would be 45-10.
Yeah.
Those games would be 45-10.
Agreed. Agreed. All right, for you fantasy football people, we've got a quick couple minutes for fantasy football. We'll give everybody about 1 minute because we are over. As you know, we've been playing together for. Ooh, good God, we have been on a fantasy league together for about 5 years, I believe, 5 6 years, something like
I
that.
think it's longer than that.
Maybe 7 8, but it's been a
Yeah.
while. I think in that time, it doesn't matter. I know I've got 2 chips. Anyway, but this
I
year is
got I
going
got like four.
this year. Yeah, in the time frame of our 7 years. No, over the
Okay,
course, you was there
okay,
before
okay,
me. Yes, yes.
okay.
So I think it's almost like NJ since I shown up. I don't know if you got one. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just shutting out the league. I'm just shutting out the league of us. But anyway, does anybody remember their draft grade? Because I feel like a snubbed NFL draft pick. I got a D. I want this on the record. They gave me a D for my team on the draft grade. And early on, we'll just run through what people know. I know I'm in the number 1 spot. I also lead the whole league in points. And I had one of the lowest team grades. Does anybody know anybody else's record? If you guys don't, it's right here. I can tell
Yeah,
everybody.
I
What
got an
is
A
it?
minus.
You got
I
an
got
A
an A
minus.
minus,
And
and
what's your
I'm
record? You're
probably going.
out of 10 teams, you're in 9th place. And you're
Yeah.
a nice 0 and
Yeah.
2, right?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. A plus. Side, do you remember your draft grade?
I got an A minus also.
You got an A minus. Size, you're in 3rd place, and for the record, you are second in points. So that kind of backfired a little against me because I do. But I want this. Besides Myrick's team, at this, I say this out of love, bro. At being actually cheeks, his team is actually he's loaded up in skill positions. But I think it's not possible for this, and I don't want to get to a fancy football thing. I think maybe somehow you're like a suspect coach because, like, real quick, you got CD, Nico Collins, Saquon, Kyrie Williams, Drake May, who's not playing bad, Mike Evans, DK, Roman Dunze. You got Rashad White. You got Daniel Jones, who's not playing like Daniel Jones, but playing act like a quarterback named Daniel Jones. And he's got Wacko Flacco down there. So I mean, and then Chiefs
Don't forget
defensive
about old Kyler.
who?
I said, don't forget about Kyler.
Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
I thought I didn't mention him first.
I don't think so.
My bad.
You
My
didn't
bad.
with Lamb.
So,
You started
like I
out with
said,
Lamb.
on paper, your team is in. So maybe somehow as a coach, you're buns. As the kids would say. Maybe that's what it is. But anybody got anything else to add? Si, what's the red storm popping off, or what are you doing?
Hold on. I do got one more thing to add.
Yeah.
If I wouldn't have played it safe and not played McCaffrey week 1,
Uh-huh.
I'd be 2-0 with the points lead also.
Oh wow.
And my points league, you gonna hit me off my points league?
Yes.
All right, all right, all right,
It's
all right.
all good though. It's all
Cool,
good though.
cool. Hey, Myrick, real
Red,
quick.
Red
Also,
Storm
does that
Red
count as a
Storm does
woulda,
have some
shoulda?
tryouts coming up. I'll let everybody
What?
know we
What?
do got some
Myrick,
tryouts.
is that called a woulda, shoulda? I wasn't
Uh.
positive.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
I
it.
was a woulda, shoulda. All right, all right, all right.
Because I
That
should have
it is.
started.
It is.
I
It
should have
is.
started. Should have started Danny Dimes.
You
What I
know
did.
what? Actually, before we get out, because we got 30 seconds, we're gonna hit our high at 40 minutes. You should just let me draft your team. That's what I mean. That's what you let me do. And actually, folks, if you out there, let them know I'm about to be black to black
The
champs. This
turnarounds can
isn't.
happen. A turnaround can happen, and it flips. It flips. It flips. It's the ebbs and flows. The ebbs and
I
flows.
I bet you can't do a flip. I
Ebbs and
bet you
flows.
can't do a cartwheel. I
Ebbs and
bet you
flows.
you can't do
I don't
London
know.
Bridges.
What's wrong with Hunter Henry? What's wrong with him?
I don't
What's
know.
wrong?
Hey, I know you can start.
What's wrong?
Hey, I wasn't pee popping, but if you look at my Facebook story, I was on a handstand. Anyway, this has been the newly reformatted R.S.B. Sports Show, aka the Real Sports Brothers. You can catch us next Tuesday when Myrick and Cy will be going absolutely crazy with the last couple weeks of football, college football. We also will
We
be
got
hitting with you about some cooking tips coming up. And Cy has started a crochet class that is to die for. Catch us next week.